Hi everyone, my name is Ace. I am a low-income 25-year-old living on the East Coast of the United States, working in nonprofit administration, and this is Ace of Coins. So, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I have some really good news to share today, but I'm gonna wait until a little bit later once we get started with our cash stuffing. So I went to the bank this morning and I picked up the portion of my paycheck that I cash out every single period, which is around $270 and some change, and I have that right here in my little bank bag. It's not really a bank bag, it's really just a change purse, I guess, but I got this as a gift and I didn't have any other types of money bags that were the right size to fit money into, so I just went with this one. And let's open this up here and we can get counting. Oh, my receipt. We don't need that. All right, so first off, I have my 22 cents. That's the exact change I get. And then I'll just put this to the side because we're going to be putting that into my little savings challenge later. So let's do a little counting. So I'll start with, I'll put these up again. Okay, so we have 150. Actually, I'll put these over here. I'll do the most expensive one right. So we have 150. And we have 2, 4, 6, $80 in 20s. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70 in 10s. And we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, and $70 in 5. And I usually don't get $1 bills when I'm taking my denominations out of the bank because all of the dollar bills that I use in my cash stuffing or in my budgeting is purely from my wallet, which I take out and I put into my dollar savings challenge. And once that envelope is full, I remove the singles from that envelope and just redistribute them amongst whatever savings envelope that I have, or if I want to use it for my variable expenses. Oh, I forgot. Usually what I like to do, I'll say usually, but I've only done 2 videos so far. So for the past 2 videos, I have started out my videos with a card pull, and I forgot to do that before I started counting the cash. So let me get my cards and we'll do a quick card pull because I realized they were a bit long before. So here are the cards. Again, this is the Darkwoods Tarot deck. And I'll just shuffle, just for a little bit, until I feel kind of drawn too hard. I do think this one is good. The Moon. So the Moon has a very kind of ethereal, effervescent feel for me. And it sparks, in my opinion, this card sparks a lot of creativity, a lot of introspection, and focus on the self. The art of this card makes me think of kind of rising up from where you were previously into your newer, higher self and achieving all the goals that you have set out to achieve. I feel like this is going to be the vibe for the video, just kind of rising up from where I used to be to attain the goals, financially specifically, that I've set in place for myself, and to be able to reach the stars in essence, or to reach the moon, I guess, in this case, because the star is a different card. But this feels very ethereal to me. So with the goals that I achieve along my financial journey, I need to allow myself to, I guess, bask, or just really allow myself to enjoy the rewards that come with the work that I'm putting in for my finances. So that's what I think the vibe is for this video. If you guys are familiar with tarot, or you looked up the meaning for the Moon card and you discovered it for yourself, let me know in the comments, what does this card mean for you today, or for this period of your life? Okay, so let's get started with my cash stuffing, and as we go along I will give you guys my really good news. So I think I'll do my variable expenses first and then tell you the good news. All right, so we have my wallet here. I love this color so much, and I'm wearing my sweatshirt today. This is the first time I'm wearing my sweatshirt because it is so cold on the East Coast today. I woke up this morning, it was like maybe 34 degrees this morning. I was like, oh my gosh. But we're really getting into the fall season, and I'm super excited because Halloween is around the corner, and Halloween is one of my favorite holidays, and I'm gonna be spending it with some friends this year, and also my boyfriend probably down at his university because his friends are planning parties and I might be invited. So without further ado, let's just jump into doing this cash stuffing. So previously I mentioned in one of my other videos that I've just been basically doing a rollover system. So whatever is left in these envelopes by the end of any given pay period, I just keep them in here and roll it over to the next pay period. So I'm just stacking money on top of whatever's in these envelopes. Specifically, I've been doing that with my shopping fund because I realized that having the cash for shopping in my wallet rather than using my credit card, I'm reducing my daily spending or my monthly spending by a lot, just for like frivolous spending. So this is just compounding. So I might move this into another sinking fund for spending. I don't know. I could put this into my birthday. Anything I don't spend within a pay period, maybe I'll start putting that toward my birthday. Or maybe I'll make a new envelope. What do I want to do with it? Anyways, instead of doing a rollover, I was thinking about experimenting with the idea of unstuffing whatever cash is left in here at the end of my pay period and putting it toward a savings challenge, or just leaving it in here. And I'm currently still unsure, but first let's unstuff any singles. So here's one. I'll just set these to the side here because my desk has gotten so cramped and I want there to be room for my little raccoon spirit and my money bowl, but I'm thinking I need to just kind of make some more space because this is a very small desk. So that was it for that one. All that was left in groceries was a single. For hygiene, there's a few singles in here, so I'll pull that out. And I did end up going back and purchasing on Amazon the Shea Moisture Curl edition of the hibiscus coconut oil, I want to say. That's the same conditioner and shampoo that my boyfriend uses, and when I had tried to get a more affordable shampoo and conditioner, it turned out to be really bad for my hair after just maybe one wash. It was so bad. My hair felt like straw. So I went on Amazon and I bought the super big 24 fluid ounce pack of 2. So there's a shampoo and a conditioner, and that will be delivered I think tomorrow. So I'm gonna wash my hair tomorrow and just save the other shampoo and conditioner for traveling because they are quite small. But I'm so happy that I was able to do that. Nice Dates has no singles. And as I'm going here, I'm trying to decide whether I want to unstuff all these instead of having it roll over. No singles and eating out. Shopping has 1 single. So I won't be rolling anything over. I think I'm just going to keep my wallet compounding because it's simple. These are small funds, and since they are very flexible, I think I'll just keep whatever I don't use compounding because on the off chance that I want to treat myself and go out to a nice restaurant or something, I will want to use this, so I'll just keep compounding. I really don't go out for fast food anymore. All right, so the singles, I'll put these back here. Wait, let me count these. So we have one really nice crisp single. 1, 2, 3, 4, $5, and here's another nice one. It's not as crisp as this one, so I'll put that one on top. So $5 will be going to the $1 bill savings challenge. Later, that comes in the low priority savings, I think. So now let's get stuffing my wallet. For groceries, I will be adding $30. So let me take a 20 and a 10. Here we go. So Groceries has $30. Next, hygiene. Hygiene will be getting $5. This is a really ratty 5. Oh my goodness. So hygiene is at $5, $10, $15. And my shampoo and conditioner came out to $40, I think. So I'm going to be reaching into my miscellaneous fund to help pay this off for my credit card. Nice Dates will be getting $15. And if you are curious about how I'm budgeting, how I'm getting these numbers, the previous video to this one was when I kind of gave a tour of my budgeting spreadsheet, and I did my budgeting for this cash stuffing in that video. So that's where I got my numbers from. Nice Dates now has 20, 30, 40, 55, 65. Ooh, 65. I'm super excited. My boyfriend is coming home to visit me this weekend, since I wasn't able to make it last weekend because of my car, but I'm super excited to see him. So maybe we'll go out and celebrate my good news, which I will tell you guys after I'm done with this. So maybe we'll celebrate my good news by going out on a date. Eating out will be getting $10. Oh, that's a nice one. Well, on the edges anyway. So eating out has $20. My sister and I went out just as a girls' day, and we went to the grocery store to get chicken nuggets. That is like our favorite, kind of a safe food. And it's a little treat. We hadn't had it in a while, so we got chicken nuggets and some tater tots, which is just very nostalgic for us. And I think it's fun to just kind of entertain that childlike whimsy, I guess, every now and then. So we watched our favorite show, and we got our favorite food that we used to eat as kids, and it was just such a nice and nostalgic time. Shopping will be getting $15, so I'll take this out and add 15. I got a couple nice bills when I went to the bank this morning. I went pretty early because my car is basically not drivable for the time being. We're looking at other options for either fixing my engine or getting a different slightly newer car. But since I couldn't drive my car to the bank, I took my sister's car before she went to work this morning, and I was able to make it back in time before she had to leave. But I was one of the first people in the bank, and even so, they do not give out very nice dollar bills. They always give out these kind of wrinkly ones. So I'm gonna try to keep them in my wallet, but we'll see how that goes. So shopping now has 20, 40, 60, 75 dollars. I've been meaning to get like a really cute watch or something. I'm tired of looking at my smartphone for everything. I want to get a cute watch that will go with all my clothes. My wardrobe is pretty much brown and green. There's some variation of color, but mostly brown and green. Loose change. I don't know if I showed this envelope in my previous video when I did my binder tour, but my loose change is one of these slider envelopes, and I just put whatever change that I receive from purchasing items on the daily in here, and I will unstuff this and put it in my coin savings challenge, which I'll bring out right now. I don't think I showed this last time, but I have this big coin jar. I did talk about it at one point, but you can see how much coins are in here, as well as I'll just fold this up because we're done with my wallet. So I'll just fold this up. So this is the change that was in my wallet. Ooh, there's a quarter. I always get excited about quarters because I did mention in my binder tour that I do have a coin laundry in the basement of my apartment complex, and I will most likely be saving the majority of the quarters that are in this jar for laundry, because I only do laundry maybe 2 or 3 times a month. So let's just put all these coins in here. And I didn't count it because I want it to be a surprise when I empty this out and take it for some dollar bills at the bank. So we're just gonna add that in there. I thought about getting a cute piggy bank or something, just so it would be a little bit more aesthetic. But this is what we're working with. I have a plethora of mason jars. I really, really love collecting jars and glass. So, ooh, I'm seeing a lot of quarters, a lot of silver coins in there. So that's exciting. Okay, so I've been teasing it this whole time, but now I will share my good news. I actually got a raise at my job. I have been at this job for 2 years, I think. Or has it been a year? I think it's been a year and a half actually, and 2 years will be coming up this spring. I finally got a raise, so I've gone up from $18 to $20, which is a $2 increase on my hourly rate if I was paid hourly, but I'm paid salary. So I am paid $20 an hour salary. So no matter how many hours I work, I will still be getting $20 an hour. Of course, that's before taxes, but I have not received my first paycheck yet following this announcement because my boss called me yesterday and he let me know while I was actually working from home that I would be getting this raise, and I'm super, super excited. I'm still waiting on the official letter to come through with the increase of my pay documented officially, just so that I have it in my records for legal purposes. But I'm super, super excited, which means I can probably bump up a lot of my savings amounts. And I'm super excited about that. I really hope that I'll be able to reach some more financial goals with this increase in my income. So that is my good news. And I think my boyfriend and I might be celebrating today, and my sister and I celebrated the other day when we got our little nostalgic foods. So now that that good news is out of the way, let's do my high priority sinking funds. All right, so here we go. I actually did not have my business envelope on the spreadsheet when I did my budgeting video. So let me double check just to make sure that we can allocate some money to that. All right, I think we should be able to. So let's open up my high priority savings. So business will be getting $5. Like I said in a previous video, I'm not super concerned about the amount that I save in this envelope right now, just because I don't foresee me being able to start a small business within the next, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. So I'm just gonna let this grow, and now that my income has increased, I might be able to put a little bit more toward this, so I'm very excited. Emergency fund. I had to take some money out of my emergency fund to pay an emergency medical bill that I had that came up a couple months ago. I tried applying for financial aid, but the hospital rejected my application. It is what it is. I took some money out of my emergency fund, so I want to update my placeholders that are in here first. So let's do that. I still have that 5,000, but my 500 is no longer 500. I'm going to swap out the 500 placeholder for a 100 placeholder. Here, because my bill was $442. So that came out of my account, my sinking fund account on my SoFi. So today, emergency fund will be getting $55. So I got a 50, oops, and a 5. I was able to bump this up, which is really exciting. Let's see. Oh, this ought to be a hoot to count. There's a lot of bills in here. Okay, so there's 5,000, 100, 200 in the bank. Then we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 5, 80, 5, 95, 200. So there's 200 in the cash stuffing envelope and 5,200 in the bank, meaning that we have 5,400 in total. My Roth IRA will be getting $20. I'm hoping that being able to count cash more often will help me maintain numbers within my brain, if that makes sense, because sometimes I'm counting and then I lose the numbers that I've already counted. But anyway, Roth has 20, 40, 60, 80. Medical and dental will be getting $10. So that's $20, $40, $60, $70 in medical and dental. I did not have enough saved up for paying off my medical bill out of medical and dental, which is fine. But I can foresee another medical bill coming my way because I did have 2 emergency appointments. One was for getting antibiotics, and the second one was for blood testing, which came out to around $1,000. So once that bill rolls in, if it does, I will be taking out of medical and dental for that, and also my emergency fund. Subscriptions, I think this is already fully funded. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yep, this is already fully funded. So we'll leave subscriptions alone. Let me just make a note of that. Okay. So subscriptions, home will be getting $25. So now we have $100 in the bank, $150, $170, $190, $210, $230, $240, $250, $560. So there's $260 in my home fund. Again, please let me know in the comments if I'm miscounting, because sometimes I just won't catch it. Wedding will be getting $25 as well. And let's see how much we have in here. That was kind of a ratty 20. Oh well. 25. Alright, so we have $100 in the bank, 120, 40, 60, 80, 5, 95, 200. We've reached the 200 mark for the wedding, which is exciting. My boyfriend and I don't think, when we've talked about planning a wedding or what we want for a wedding, we both agreed that we don't want a big wedding. I think maybe we just want our immediate family, as in grandparents, uncles, aunts, maybe cousins, and good friends. We do have very close friend circles, so that is reassuring for us to have a small wedding. So that's it for my high priority binder. Now we'll move on to my low priority binder. I think I'm most excited to see my low priority binder kind of get stuffed up more, but it already is pretty full. So maybe I should be more excited about my high priority being stuffed up more, especially the home and wedding funds. And I will also say the business and medical and dental, because that's really, really important. I don't want to have to touch my emergency fund unless something like my car comes up, which I will be putting money from my emergency fund toward my car. So Christmas, I did some more Christmas shopping, so there isn't as much money in here, but I won't be putting anything in here unless absolutely necessary. There are singles in here. I will leave the singles in here just because I will be spending this within the next month and a half, 2 months, because Christmas is coming up and I do want to start shopping for that, which I already did. So for Christmas right now, although we're not putting anything in, it already has 100 in the bank, 50, 200, 220, 240, 60, 220, 40, 60, 85, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. So we have $299 in Christmas. This was originally at $400, but as I said, I've already done some shopping, so we're at $299. Auto will be getting $15. I do want to do a cash stuffing at a cash condensing at some point. That will be really, really fun. I haven't done a cash condensing yet, so that's going to be something to look forward to. So now auto has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $105. So $105 in auto. Vacation won't be getting anything, but we can still count it just to be sure the numbers are correct. My sister and I are actually talking about going on vacation sometime in the spring or the summer of next year. Neither of us took a vacation this year, and she didn't have the money set aside for it, but I also convinced her a little while back to kind of convert to SoFi so that it would be a little bit of an intro to financial literacy for her with SoFi's vaults, where she can put money toward what she wants to save for. And since they have an auto transfer function, I was able to help her set up an auto transfer of $50 each paycheck to go toward a vacation fund for her or for a travel fund. And I think she forgot about it. I asked her about it today, and she's already saved up over $300 toward a vacation. And it's been her dream to go to a lake house and paint because she's an artist. And I think we're going to be able to reach that goal come spring or summer of next year. So vacation has $100, $200, $300 in the bank, $50, $400, $50, $500, $500, $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30, $35, $40, $45, $50, $550, which is correct on my spreadsheet. All right, there we go. Entertainment will be getting $5. So now we have 50, 60, 70, 70. Wait, why are there singles in here? Oh my gosh, there's so many singles. I thought there were 5s in here. Why are there so many? Let me recount that. So entertainment has 50, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, $85 in entertainment. That's really funny. I think I unstuffed my singles challenge and I put a good amount of it in here. So that's why there's so many singles. My birthday will be getting $5. And are the singles? Yep, there's singles in here too. So my birthday now has 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. $120 in my birthday. I'm excited to get myself a little present when it rolls around. My love will be getting $5. There's some singles in here too. I may or may not put some of the money from my love and my sister's funds toward Christmas if I want to get them something extra nice. So in my love, we have 50, 60, 75, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, $85 in my love. Sister will be getting $5. Are there any ones in here? Yep. So sister now has 50, 60, 75, 81, 2, 3, 4, 85. Same as my love. Which makes sense because I did start saving for both of them around the same time, and I put the same amount of ones toward each of these. Gifts, I just spent some money from gifts for my grandmother's birthday, which is this weekend, and my sister and I went kind of halvesies on a bunch of different items to put together a cute little self-care basket for her, and it has some things that I think she'll really like in that basket or bucket. And it's acrylic, so she can reuse it for storage if she wants to, put it in her bathroom, and I really, really hope she loves it. So for gifts, we're gonna be putting $5 in here. Oops, accidentally grabbed 2. All right. So now gifts has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, $29. Miscellaneous will be getting $5. And like I said, this money will be going toward my shampoo and conditioner just because I take hair care so seriously. I don't know why, honestly. My skincare I took really, really seriously when I was younger in high school, but now I think hair care is kind of my priority. I do use a hyaluronic acid body cream, which is really, really moisturizing. I used to use a snail mucin cream, but I think I like the hyaluronic acid better. It's very deeply moisturizing, so I recommend the hyaluronic acid cream. If you're looking for a good facial cream, definitely go for the hyaluronic acid. I think the snail mucin is more just a trend. But anyway, hair care and skincare, I feel very strongly about. So in miscellaneous, we now have 50, 70, 90, 100, 105, 10, 15, 20, 25, $125. So I believe I have, what did I say? $15 in my wallet for my hygiene fund. So let me take out some money from my miscellaneous envelope now, and I'll just put that toward my hygiene fund. So when I have to pay for my credit card for that purchase, I'll already have it ready. Okay, so I took out that money, and that was $25 that will be going toward my hygiene fund in order to pay that off my credit card. So now let's just count this again. So this is 50, 70, 80, 5, 95, 100. $100 in miscellaneous. Buffer fund will be getting $10. Whoops. Ooh, there's like a dyed one in here. Or stained, I mean. So buffer fund now has 20, 40, 55, 65, 70, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. $75 in buffer fund. I'm really happy that I'm building up a buffer fund. Not only do I have a buffer fund kind of set up within my bank account with SoFi, but I also have a buffer fund in my envelope just in case. Now we've made it to the $1 bill challenge, and we have, again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 $1 bills going into the envelope for today. I do really like unstuffing my wallet with any singles to put in here. I think it's just really fun. It's like a cute little challenge for myself, since I don't want to take out anything that I don't spend from my wallet and put it in the challenge. I do like the idea of having all my single bills in here and then either distributing them to my envelopes or going to the bank to get different denominations and then putting them in the envelopes. But I do think it's fun to put the singles in the envelopes because look how chunky this is. Here, I'll put it together. So these are looking really full. I am not squeezing them very much. If I squeeze them, it kind of condenses. That's a lot of cash, oh my gosh. But since I have the singles from my $1 savings challenge, I can directly put them into my savings challenges. I mean, not my savings challenges, my sinking funds. And it makes it super bulky like this. So it makes for a really good cash condensing. So I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for coming and visiting and watching until this point. I'm really glad that I was able to share my great news with you guys, and I'm also really excited to get my new and updated paycheck for what I can put toward all of my sinking funds. Really excited about that. I hope I can see numbers increasing exponentially now that I have more funds to work with. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you made it this far, leave a stock rising emoji in the comments. And I look forward to the next video, which I hope will be a cash condensing, because my low priority savings is looking pretty bulky. So we'll see what we can do for that. In the meantime, thank you again for watching, and click that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video, which I do think will be 2 to 3 times a month. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!